Well, and just like that, we are back with the official show, and we call this one In the Mix. As you guys know me, the hostess with the Moses, Brian Munango, and I am joined by none other than...
Of course, it's your co-host, Enzo Amwele, and today we are literally launching, or let's say we are starting with the first episode of In the Mix.
Okay, well, like you said, this is the first episode, and guys, just to let you guys know, we will be doing this every week. We will be going through all 52 games of the Total Energies AFCON 2023. Exciting times. This is the biggest tournament in Africa. This is ours. This is for Africa. This is not the World Cup. This is not what. This is African, and it's all for us. But how excited are you for this one?
Yeah, I'm truly excited. Exciting times. I can't wait to see what Namibia has in store for us and all other African countries. Yeah. I'm super excited. And of course, viewers, do not forget to, of course, get yourself our 4-pager at NMH. You can come to the library and then you can get this 4-pager. It has all the log games and the groups and everything else that you need to know about AFCON, of course. But before we head there,
Before we get anywhere, let's get our beers first.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Tafelaga. I mean, they are making sure that we stay cool in this heat. So I'll open up mine now.
What's a braai without a Tafelaga?
What's a braai without a Tafelaga? We open them up. Let's get it to the first episode.
Cheers. Of course.
And then, let's not forget, thank you to our team for making sure that we have something to snack on. But there's like a twist to this snack.
What's the twist?
They added Tafelaga to the cheese. So now it's called a cheesy Tafelaga.
Cheesy tough.
Cheesy
Cheesy
tough.
Cheesy
Love
tough.
it. Let's get on that one first.
Yeah.
Well, like we said, guys, for this one, you guys are gonna be. We are gonna get into exclusives. We're gonna talk about football. We're gonna talk about the Tafelaga Brave Warriors. But let me first get a taste. We have to eat all of them. Really nice.
I love it.
Really nice. Okay. Indo, I'm sure you know that NMH, the Soccer Joe, we are sending someone down all the way to Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that being said, you guys should also see who this is. We do have a video clip of Jesse Jackson Carritha talking to the winner. And with that being said, let's take a look at the clip.
But before we go anywhere else, find out now who Tia James and Jesse are going with to Cote d'Ivoire.
Well, they say every man makes his luck, and Joseph Thomas, today is your lucky day. Well, it is not a dream. You have made it, my friend. You have made it. You are going to the Africa Cup of Nations in January. The family is going to know, Namibia is going to know, and Africa is going to know, as well as the world is going to know about your existence right now. Well, tell me, how do you feel about this?
It's a bit of too much emotions, but to be honest, I'm very exciting, and it seems like you're saying I think I'm still dreaming. But I would like to thank all the sponsors for making my dream alive. And the fact is that I'm one of the biggest Brave Warriors supporter, and it will be an honor for me to cheer behind them and in Ivory Coast. Thank you very much.
Well, when I saw you did a Cristiano Ronaldo celebration there once you won it, but well, I think you need to do a Peter Shalulile one as well after this one, because he will be leading the Brave Warriors, that is in the Africa Cup of Nations.
The Champions League, we've got the favourites, and if they're on song, well, they'll give us a bit of everything to enjoy. Well, here we go. A burst of taste, and the pressure's on here. It's a red card. Vinicius Junior! Oh my goodness! There was space foul! Lewandowski! Oh, magnificent! Mbappe! That is a stunner! Haaland! What a finish! Coming onto it now to shoot! Champions of Europe, finally!
The 2023-24 UEFA Champions League. Be moved with every game live on SuperSport. Upgrade to Compact Plus.
Well, yes. Like I said, we didn't give you guys the insight of who our guest is for the show, but we do have Freddie Muya on this one. Freddie Muya, how are you doing this afternoon?
Oh, very well. Very beautiful afternoon in Windhoek. Looking forward for tomorrow official opening.
Official opening tomorrow. Well, I mean, we do see the host nation starting the game tomorrow. But with that being said, looking at the log, looking at the teams, let's get right into it. Looking at the teams that we do have in the AFCON. I mean, last time we saw Senegal winning it with the likes of Mane, with the likes of Mendy from Chelsea. Strong team. But this year, it's a bit different. Speaking of favorites, who would you say are your favorites in this year's AFCON?
You know, football have changed. There's no more smaller teams, no more bigger teams. So, you know, as a Namibian, yes, I know it's not easy for us to climb that far, but we need to have confidence in our team that this we can also go very far. I think we must talk much about our team, the first part. But then I know in terms of, you know, the team that can make it very well, if I look about Group C, you know, Senegal, the defending champion, you know, I looked at group is not easy. I looked at the Group A also. A also very much challenging. So those two groups are much challenging. But we are in Group E.
Yeah.
No, in E, I know we've got Tunisia, we've got Mali, we've got South Africa. You know, Bafana, that one is our boys. There, I don't mind anything there. Yeah, that's our point. That we get points already there. I know for us, Mali and Tunisia, we need to actually to make some calculation there.
Definitely. I feel like that's very well said. You couldn't have said it any better. Enzo and I were having a discussion before time to say the group is tight, but South Africa.
Yeah.
South Africa can be a problem. Yeah, Enzo, what are your insights on that?
I think I should agree with Mr. Muya when he said we should focus on Namibia, and I think Namibia is about to make history in this AFCON as they make their fourth appearance. And I think with the likes of Petros Chitembi and, you know, the likes of Marcel Papama, these are the guys that were previously in the AFCON games, and the expertise that they bring besides now Shalulule's skills and expertise. I think these are some of the players that can greatly contribute to Namibia's, you know, getting out of the group stages and, you know, of course, giving us, you know, some energy there.
Okay, but as you guys know, I mean, we have taken part in AFCON 4 times. Our first occurrence was in 1998.
Yes.
That was our first occasion. Still date, this is now relating, it's almost similar to rugby. We haven't won a game at the AFCON yet.
Yes.
Do you guys feel like this year could be the year? I mean, we do have the best striker who plays in South Africa, who is now our international striker. We do have Dion Otto. This is just me giving mention to a few of the international players that we do have that are really powerful. Nyambe all the way from England. We do also have him as right back, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we do have a few big hitters in the team. So do you guys think if we are to get our first win at this AFCON, against who will it be in the tough group that we are in?
You know, as I said, we've got 3 points already against Bafana. Then I'm looking at a draw either between Tunisia and also Mali. At least we can have 4 points. You know, we had 2 draws in our past, 3 encounters. So this is the first time that we are going there. So at least we've got 1 win already. I can guarantee you there is a win, there is 3 points. Then a draw somewhere around the line. Then we use aggregate. Then we go through to the second.
Nice. I like that. If I have to take you back in 1998 when Namibia first made their first debut at AFCON, you know, they drew with Angola, and it sort of gave hope, you know, for Namibia. But they never made it out of the group stages. But you know, this time around, I feel like Namibia is ready, and I think we will make it out of the group stages. And I'm really vouching for Namibia.
Let me first.
No. And besides that, my favorites would be Senegal and Morocco. You know, between those 2 teams, I think there should be a winner there.
Wow. Okay. Well, you guys really sound confident on that case. I'm not going to give my opinion just yet. We'll dive back into that discussion. But we do have Anushka on the other side of the world that's just ready to give us a briefing on what we'll be having for lunch while we do dive into football. So with that being said, please do stay tuned.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian. From protecting our homes to fighting injustices, we still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
So, guys, I don't know why Brian and Enzo didn't say I'm also here, because like I have my ice cold sulfur lager that they didn't even want to open for me here that I'm gonna drink. But with me, as a Briar, is Mark Adams. Mark, you may show your face. I know you only like to be active on the football on the football field. Thank you and welcome to the first episode of In the Mix, because that's what we do here. We discuss football. Well, he's making us lekker food. Can you tell us what's on the menu?
So today on the menu we have chicken and corn. Chicken is nicely marinated with lemon and herb and spices. Then we have a little bit of garlic butter on the corn. Yeah, it's gonna be lekker.
Is it gonna be lekker?
It's gonna be lekker.
I would offer you a tafel, but I know you more appreciate water because you're actually going to go practice after our shoot here because you're playing for?
I play for Orlando Pirates, Namibia.
Oh, so you also, do food on the side, but you play football professionally for Orlando Pirates?
Yes, I do.
Ah, now tell us more, speak to me about football.
Yeah,
I don't know football that well. I just know what Brian and them talk about because they just talk nonsense about this football. But I am rooting for you, Namibia. Brave Warriors.
So last year I came from my academy where I played at Kaizen Football Academy. I played there for almost 14 years. Then I made a move to Orlando Pirates, where one of the young players at the team. I just started last year there, and this is going to be my first season. Still busy with the first season.
I have so much questions I want to ask you about Orlando Pirates, but I'll leave that to Brian because he likes to ask ugly questions. Guys, don't go anywhere. We're literally going to put the food now on the braai because it's lekker. It smells amazing, if I have to say so myself. I'm definitely getting the majority of it. Me, myself, Mark, and Freddie. I'm still mad at Enzo and Brian. It's the first episode and they anger me. I don't know why. Well, don't go anywhere because right around the corner, there's something right for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. And that is what champions do.
It feels good to football with GoTV.
Works the space well and scores.
Nobody but GoTV gives you all the games of La Liga and the DStv Premiership.
This is extraordinary. Oh.
The Premier League and UEFA games that matter and the world's favorite cup competitions. Get your Go Coder with 1 month of Super for only $799 to enjoy the football Vuma. GoTV. Love it.
About Orlando Pirates, I don't think that's a topic to talk about now. They're not doing so well in the league. But I'm sure we will get into that discussion later because right now the focus is on AFCON. But before we do continue the discussion of AFCON 2023, Muya, just tell us more about your history. I know you played karate, that I know very well. But speaking of football now, do you have any history with football?
What a surprise I'm going to tell you, you'll be surprised. you know Rian Nyambe, his father? Me and Rian Nyambe's father used to play football together. Okay. The position that Rian Nyambe is using currently now, that was my position.
Right back?
Yes, right back. I used to play right back at high school. So we grew up together with father of Rian Nyambe. So that's why I know the young boy very well. So I played football, at the high school. Even at the university, I was playing the B team. So I played football very well, and basketball and volleyball, and then I did karate.
Yeah. Pretty much, it's really lovely that we do have you on the show because I am now very shocked that you also used to play right back. But with that being said, tell us more. History, where did it end for you? Why did you stop playing football?
No, I must say I played football at, we call it the lower division. So, but I developed much interest in the art of karate, especially when I was at the university. So, meaning then I took karate very much serious because remember I became a world champion, the first world champion of karate. That was in 1995, where I defended 3 times in Australia. So then I said, let me take karate much serious. That's why my child is also ranked 3rd now in Africa. So it's a family. Yes. Yeah.
We are here to learn. We are here to learn. Tomorrow I can now come back with all this information and say, no, I can tell you today, Freddie Muya used to be a football player and is a karate champion.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, now with all that being considered, do you have anything you'd like to find out from Freddie?
Mr. Freddie, how did it come about, for you to, head one of our sport bodies in the country?
I think it comes from the aspect of discipline because, I remember I checked when it came to the Sport Commission, there was a time they had just people who were just acting for a number of years, after Rasas Moane.
Yes.
Then I was working for the university by that time. I was the director for the university. Being a person who's been doing sport quite for some time, I also understanding, especially the background of people at the backyard. We talk about previously disadvantaged community. I applied for the position. Then I said, let me bring discipline. I think you've seen there's discipline in sport this time.
Yeah.
Sports commission is known. Previously, it was a department.
Yes.
People, thought it was just a small office, but now they know there is a regulator and we are instilling discipline. So I'm happy that I'm here to contribute before I retire.
Okay, that's very, very well. Okay, taking it back to football, I have a good question for you. Like you said, you do see us getting our first win this year against South Africa. South Africa, I hope you are watching and listening. But the other question that I do have for you is, which do you think is the toughest group that out of all of the groups that we do have, and which do you think are the favorite teams that are possibly likely to get all the way to the semis, quarters, finals, and then lift the trophy?
I can tell you the Group C, as I mentioned, Senegal, it's very easy for them to retain the title.
Yeah.
I can assure you, very, very easy for them to retain the title. Group A also have got a very big team that can also compete in that line. But as I said, it's not so easy. Football has changed, to be frank enough. I think you can see what normally happens at the World Cup many times. Surprises normally also happen at the World Cup. Yeah. It happened, recently. So surprises can also happen at the African Cup of Nations. Yes, I can still put my money on Senegal, I must be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I think Senegal has to go a long way. So I know also, Egypt is struggling, Egypt, yes, as much as they are. If you play them at home, yes, if it was in Egypt, because I was in Egypt in 2019, the AFCON in Egypt. Lucky enough, I also went to Cameroon. I also watched in Cameroon. So if I look about teams like Cameroon, they are not very much, they are a good team. No, it's names, those are names, but when it comes to Africa, Africa is different. The way you play in Europe, when you back in Africa, it changes, They are very good players, yes, they're good names, but, things have changed. This is Africa, and when it's Africa, they're all Africans, and when they're all Africans, you know what African does? They all go there and perform.
Yes,
they all go there and perform. Well, we do not have a lot of time to continue talking on this show, but we do have a segment box to box that will be changing according to time, and we'll be seeing Tia James and Jesse Jackson Karaitha all the way in Ivory Coast. But we do have a segment where Anushka chats to Tia James and just finds out how Tia James feels about going all the way to Ivory Coast. So take a look at that.
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but
Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Vindo Kahn.
Sy sê wie is er aan neertrek en hy bal net my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat. En is hy
but just enough next.
So, we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So, is jou trolley reg? Want
I love that. I love that. So then
kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
Tia.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, what did Enzo do?
No, that guy. I
like-
think he's Brian 2.0.
You
But
didn't like his
anyways,
opinion or what?
I
What-
don't.
About who?
He has zero, like proudness in the land of the brave.
He's being honest though.
Ach, nee man.
I mean, we struggle sometimes and it is what it is.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Mm.
But like you going to Cote d'Ivoire
Right.
with GC,
Correct.
you know?
Yeah.
And you are going to go witness all this.
Yeah.
So tell me, how's your excitement going?
It's through the roof, honestly. I've been speaking to Jesse about it, and we're so excited to see the people, the players, the culture, the food, especially the food. Just to try things out, to see the city. I'm worried about the weather. We did speak about the weather earlier. I think it might be humid and hot, and that kind of like Nigeria energy, or you know what I'm saying, when it's humid and hot, but then it's just, I don't like that. I'm a weather guy, I'm a winter guy, sorry. But other than that, I'm excited to see the stadiums, I'm excited to see the people, the culture, the vibes really. So
how's your itinerary gonna look?
It must still be finalized. We are traveling to Abidjan, I believe, on the first day. We stay there for like a day or two to see one of the other games. Then we travel to the coastal town of Ivory Coast to watch Namibia's game, I believe against Mali, and then against South Africa as well. I'm not too sure, but I think so. And that's like a 7-hour journey as well. So we're literally traveling from box to box of Ivory Coast, which will be crazy. So.
But I'm jealous, man.
Yeah.
You guys, like with Richard and Ari, who were in France, you know,
Very
with
cool.
the Rugby World Cup.
Right.
Now you and Jesse are gonna go represent NMH.
Yes, sir.
You know, at the part of what, the AFCON. You know.
Yeah.
What do you think's gonna be like your favorite dish to try out?
I have watched a few videos on what happens in the city center. They have so many, stalls that have food. So it's like, instead of buying socks and whatever, they have supermarkets of just different people cooking different traditional things. And that's what I'm excited to try, whatever it is. I've seen sticky, cheesy, mincy stuff. I've seen photos I've just seen a lot of things that I don't understand because of some of those words I've never heard before. But I'm excited to just try a lot of finger foods from different places, speak to people, why they make it, who they are. But I would like to go to the single quarters of Ivory Coast because there's so many of them right there. I've watched those videos, so I'm very excited for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts?
I mean, we have a strong team, naturally, and I think we're doing quite well. However, if we must be realistic, we're playing with people that play in Europe, that play in overseas countries, which makes it difficult for us when we're on the stage. However, we've been doing well to get to the AFCON. I've been watching the highlights, and I think we have a chance maybe against South Africa. Maybe we'll hold it down a little bit with Mali. However, I do think overall we're going to struggle a little bit. So I'm a bit on the fence. But I understand where Enzo's coming from, because at the end of the day, we're not trying to create a fantasy, you know what I'm saying? Let's be realistic about this. But we have teams that we could potentially fight against. So all I want is for us to do the most and do what we can.
You're probably watching us from DSTV and GoTV. Guys, but I have to give a shout out to Tafel. The heat within this kitchen. What about how's it looking there, Mark? Like,
it's going great, it's going great. It smells nice, it smells amazing.
Oh, okay guys, I told him I'll tell no one, but he's actually my little brother that's taking football very seriously since a young age. And while he was busy prepping, he was like, how did you say? I'm on fire in the football field and I'm on fire in the kitchen. Cookie. These young ones. So, Mark, like Brian, they were talking about the AFCON, about the teams they think will be really, showing. I know that, was it Brian or Enzo that said Morocco is definitely probably... Enzo. Yeah, Enzo. Said Morocco is definitely because of how they played in the World Cup. Give me your thoughts. You played for the youth Namibian team, so tell me.
Personally, it's one of my dreams to play AFCON, I've played in the youth teams, like 2022. I went to Kosovo under 20. But personally, I'm a Namibian. I'm going to support Namibian. Yeah, blood, sweat, and tears. The guys worked hard for it, and they are there. So it's wrong not to count them in, but personally there are a lot of countries like, Algeria, Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, like top 5 in Africa. So, but we have one of the best Africans the best strikers in Africa. You know, Peter Shalulile.
Yeah.
And he's our bomb on the field, and a lot of players compliment him as well.
So you said, you want to go represent Namibia in AFCON. How good is your AFCON knowledge, though?
It's decent.
Is it? Because we actually have a Lesoccer trivia competition happening where every week I'm giving you 1,000 Namibian dollars. Guys, we had over 1,400 entries who think they know, soccer, Namibian football, African football. And the first person to win this prize is, drumroll please, and boom, Lungameni Bonifacius. He is the first one. He was actually the 17th person to enter this competition to get all 5 questions right. So what you should do is, Brian still doesn't know this number from Goekwala years, WhatsApp hashtag #LesoccerJoel trivia to 085 785 6231. Brian, can you say it? No, you can. Let's just keep it there. And you will get a chance to answer all 5 questions. If you answer all 5 questions correctly, if you're the first person to answer all 5 questions correctly, you walk away with 1,000 Namibian dollars. That's it from me. Let's get this food finished for me, myself, and Mark and Freddie. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to the Sport Wrap Show.
I'm in conversation with Harry Simon, who just won the fight against the guy from Malawi. How are you?
And for us Manchester United fans, a lot to be excited for. With also
this year. Okay. And are you happy about the overall success of the event?
Our number 1 spot is European boxer Lucas Ndafoluma is itching to fight again.
It's the Olympic Wrestling Club's tournament today. It's the Open Championship and all these cool sports. So today we're not that much. I think.
Adenebo has been on my radar for some time.
So, Safi skramskakel wat aangekeer.
Just like that, back to you guys. I mean, before we do close off, that being said, to ask you guys your predictions for our first match. Let's do the Ivory Coast and first.
Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on the Hotel. Ebenhard Ripunda presented.
Services Minister Kalumbi Shangola delivered a powerful statement on behalf of the feasibility and implementation agreement for the Green Hydrogen.
Hi, good day. My name is Vinny.
You guys are probably wondering what's happening. Well, we apologize because we're so excited to show the food. My mom is proud right now. So Mark, I'll do you the honors. Please carry a plate to our very special guest, Freddie, and myself and you. Because, like I said, Brian and Enzo were ugly to me. Yes, I am that sister. Hi guys, missed me?
Enzo?
Hello, hello, hello.
What did you eat?
Guys, I'm sick and tired. I'm firing myself. I quit. I'm telling it in all cameras. Which
Okay,
camera?
can we get into the food, please?
Okay.
Very nice. Thank you. Can we really get into the food,
So
please?
Mark, you may talk to them about